Think you could beat Biden?
I think so.
So you're running then?
No, I didn't say that. I just said I think I could. I mean, I think that's. I mean, if you look at Florida,
who would be harder to beat, Biden or Donald Trump?
I don't know. Those are two different.
Mick, how long can Ron DeSantis play this sort of I'm in but I'm not in kind of game?
Till about August. That's the very longest he could probably do. He's raising a good bit of money. Keep in mind, he can raise money because he's a sitting governor of Florida, so he's still allowed to raise money. He's clearly getting the media attention. He's got the opportunity to deliver a message. He's got the opportunity to travel. He'll be in Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, so he can do all the things that an ordinary candidate would do without really making a final decision. But that changes this summer. My guess is it's a bad week for Ron DeSantis because it's been a good week for Donald Trump. Even DeSantis, when forced to, has sort of come to Trump's defense over these charges in Manhattan. So all things considered, it's probably a better week for Donald Trump than it is for Ron DeSantis. But again, the pendulum swings on this very, very quickly.
Of course it does. But one thing I did think was interesting in this interview was that Ron DeSantis took a couple of swipes at Donald Trump, including how he handled things while he was president during COVID. Have a listen to this.
What do you think of the differences?
Well, I mean, I think there's a few things. I mean, obviously, the approach to COVID was different. I mean, I would have fired somebody like Fauci. I think that he got way too big for his britches, and I think he did a lot of damage. I also think just in terms of my approach to leadership, I get personnel in the government who have the agenda of the people and share our agenda. If you bring your own agenda in, you're gone. We're just not going to have that.
It seems here like Ron DeSantis is starting to parry some of Donald Trump's attack on his record as an executive. And of course, because COVID came down when Trump was president, Trump might have some vulnerabilities here, don't you think?
Yeah, that 30 seconds is why Ron DeSantis is on the short list for people who might be president. He did a really good job as a governor of an important state during COVID, and Trump had some weaknesses. Dr. Fauci was one of those. So which I think you saw there in 30 seconds was sort of the distillation of the entire DeSantis message if he does run, which is, look, compare how I ran Florida to how Trump ran the United States during COVID. And DeSantis thinks people will come down on his side of that argument. And I think they're probably right. Ron DeSantis' sort of informal motto, he doesn't have a motto yet because he's not really running for president yet, was instead of make America great again, it's make America Florida again, because he's using what he did in Florida as an example, which is a pretty effective way to go about it.
Absolutely. And I mean, you just have to see the numbers of Americans who are moving to Florida from Democrat states to know that there's some real appeal in that.